Whispers of Vulnerability. A Boy's Love Redemption. In the bustling city of Evergreen, where skyscrapers kissed the clouds and the nightlights painted stories of love and loss, two young men found each other amidst the chaos. Alex, a soft-spoken graphic designer with a heart as tender as his sketches, had always been the dreamer. His nights were filled with whispers from his subconscious, secrets spilling out in sleep talk that he could never control. Ben, on the other hand, was the charismatic marketer, quick with a joke and even quicker to hide his insecurities behind a wall of humor. They met at a mutual friend's art exhibit, where Alex's quiet charm drew Ben in like a moth to a flame. Their first kiss under the stars sealed a bond that felt unbreakable until one fateful party tested its fragility. Chapter 1. The Party's Sting. The house party was alive with laughter, music thumping through the walls like a heartbeat. Alex and Ben had arrived hand in hand, their fingers intertwined as they navigated the crowd. It was their 6-month anniversary, and Ben had insisted on celebrating with friends. "Come on, babe," Ben had said earlier that evening, pulling Alex into a hug. "It'll be fun. You need to loosen up a bit." As the night wore on, Alex felt the exhaustion creep in. He'd had a long week at work, sketching logos until his eyes burned. "I'm gonna crash on the couch for a bit," he murmured to Ben, who was in the middle of a lively story with their friends. Ben nodded, planning a quick kiss on his forehead. "Sure, sleep tight. Don't talk too much in your dreams." He winked, and the group chuckled lightly. Hours later, Alex woke to the sound of roaring laughter. Blinking groggily, he sat up and realized the party had migrated around him. Ben was at the center, mimicking something with exaggerated gestures. And then he goes, "No, Ben, don't leave me for the pizza delivery guy," Ben said in a high-pitched, dreamy voice, clutching his chest dramatically. The room erupted again. "I swear, Alex's sleep talk is better than any rom-com. Last time it was about fighting dragons for my honor. Who knew I was such a damsel?" Alex's face burned with embarrassment. He hadn't realized he'd been talking in his sleep again. Their friends were laughing, but it felt like daggers. "Ben," he said quietly, standing up. "That was private." Ben turned, still grinning. "Oh, come on, Alex. It's hilarious. Lighten up, everyone loves it." But Alex didn't. He forced a smile, excusing himself to the bathroom, where he splashed water on his face and fought back tears. That night, when they got home, Alex slept on the couch for the first time. Chapter 2. The Growing Distance. The next morning, Ben woke to an empty bed. He shuffled into the living room, rubbing his eyes. "Alex? Why are you out here?" Alex was already dressed, sipping coffee at the kitchen table. "I just needed space," he replied, avoiding Ben's gaze. Ben frowned, sitting across from him. "Is this about last night?" "Babe, it was just a joke. No one meant any harm." "It wasn't funny to me," Alex said softly, his voice trembling. "You know how self-conscious I am about my sleep talking. It's like exposing parts of me I can't control, and you shared it with everyone like it was entertainment." Ben sighed, reaching for his hand. "I'm sorry, okay? I didn't think it was a big deal. You're adorable when you do it." Alex pulled away. "Adorable? It makes me feel vulnerable, Ben. And you mocked it." He stood up. "I'm staying at my place tonight." Ben's eyes widened. "What? Come on, don't be like that." But Alex was already grabbing his keys. "I need time." That night marked the beginning of separate beds and a rift that widened with each passing day. Over the next weeks, their conversations grew strained. Ben tried to apologize again. Alex's walls were up. "I forgive you," Alex said one evening over dinner, "but I can't share a bed with you right now. It feels too exposed." Ben nodded, hiding his hurt. "Okay, whatever you need." Deep down, he missed the warmth of Alex beside him, the way their legs tangled in sleep. But pride kept him from pushing. Chapter 3. Shadows of Doubtas. Months dragged on. The distance became a chasm. They still dated dinners, movies, stolen kisses, but nights were spent apart. Ben threw himself into work, landing a big promotion, but the victory felt hollow without Alex to celebrate with. One evening, after a tense date, Ben confronted him. "Alex, this has gone on long enough. I miss you. Miss us." Alex looked away, fiddling with his napkin. "I miss you too, but every time I think about sleeping next to you, I remember that party. What if I say something stupid again? What if you laugh?" "I won't," Ben promised, his voice earnest. "I swear, I was an idiot." "Maybe," Alex whispered. "But it hurt, Ben. It made me feel like you don't respect my vulnerabilities." Ben reached across the table. I do. God. Alex, you're the best thing in my life. Please, come home. Alex hesitated, then shook his head. Not yet. That night, Ben lay awake alone, staring at the ceiling, wondering if he'd lost him for good. Meanwhile, Alex confided in his best friend over coffee. I love him, but I'm scared. What if he sees me as a joke? His friend squeezed his hand. Talk to him. Vulnerability goes both ways. Chapter 4. The Breaking Point. Ben's world crumbled when he got the call from his doctor. It's your father, the voice said. He's had a stroke. Ben rushed to the hospital, where his dad lay frail in the bed, tubes snaking around him. Ben's family had always been distant, his humor a shield against their coldness, but seeing his father like that shattered him. He sat by the bedside for hours, holding back tears. Dad, you gotta fight this, he whispered. But inside, the weight was too much. Memories flooded. His dad's disapproval of his career, his sexuality, everything. Ben had always laughed it off. But now, it hit like a storm. That night, alone in his apartment, Ben broke. Sobs racked his body as he curled up on the bed they once shared. He dialed Alex without thinking. Ben, it's late. Everything, okay? Alex's voice was sleepy but concerned. I need you, Ben choked out. My dad. Hospital. I can't. I'm coming, Alex said immediately. When Alex arrived, he found Ben on the floor, tears streaming. Ben, he murmured, kneeling beside him and pulling him into his arms. Ben clung to him. I'm sorry, Alex, for everything. I mocked you because I'm scared of being vulnerable too. My family never let me show weakness. I used jokes to hide. But with you, I don't want to hide anymore. Alex held him tighter, his own eyes welling. Shh, it's okay, I'm here. They talked through night, Ben opening up about his fears, his past. I love you so much, Ben whispered. Please, forgive me fully. I do, Alex replied, kissing his forehead. I love you too. Chapter 5. Rekindling flames. With the crisis came healing. Alex stayed that night, and for the first time in months, they shared a bed, not out of habit, but choice. Ben's dad recovered slowly, and Ben leaned on Alex through it all. One evening, as they lay tangled together, Alex murmured, Ben, Ben replied, tracing patterns on his back. If I sleep, talk tonight. Promise you'll just hold me? Ben smiled softly. I promise. And if I do something stupid, call me out. We're in this together. Their love deepened, vulnerability becoming their strength. Dates turned intimate, conversations raw and honest. You make me feel safe, Alex confessed one night. And you make me feel real, Ben replied, pulling him close for a kiss that spoke volumes. Epilogue. Years later, in their cozy home overlooking Evergreen's lights, Alex and Ben celebrated their wedding anniversary. Friends gathered, laughter echoing just like that party long ago. But now, Ben's arm was around Alex, protective and loving. As the night wound down, Ben whispered, Ready for bed? Alex nodded, smiling. Always. With you. In sleep, Alex murmured dreams of forever, and Ben listened, heart full, knowing their story was one of redemption, vulnerability, and unbreakable love.